The crown is heavy. The duty is clear. The world expects tradition. But Princess Leonor just made her boldest move yet. A step so unexpected, it left Spain in shock. Yet behind the gasps, a deeper truth emerges. This is not rebellion. This is preparation. This is the future queen stepping into her power. When Leonor appeared at her Air Force graduation, eyes were fixed on her every gesture. The crisp salute. The firm posture. The calm confidence that had grown stronger with every month of military training. But then came the move that shifted everything. She spoke, not just as a cadet, not just as a daughter of King Felipe and Queen Letizia, but as Spain's future monarch in her own right. Her words were measured, but bold. She thanked her instructors, she praised her peers, and then she did something almost unheard of for a royal at her age. She addressed Spain directly. Not the armed forces, not the officials seated in the front row, but the people watching across the nation. In that moment, the tone changed. The room shifted. Suddenly, it was no longer just a graduation ceremony. It was history in motion. Spain reacted instantly. Applause thundered through the parade ground. Families watching on television leaned closer, realizing this was not the shy princess of years past. This was a young leader, aware of her destiny, unafraid to step into it. Commentators rushed to call it a turning point. Headlines blazed with words like bold, historic, and unprecedented. Social media flooded with admiration, pride, and yes, some controversy. But why did this moment matter so deeply? To understand, we must look back. Leonor has spent her life under intense scrutiny. From her first words in public, to her first official speech at just 13, she has carried the expectations of a nation. Yet, each step she has taken has been careful, measured, in line with royal protocol. This moment was different. It was personal. It was powerful. It was hers. Behind the scenes, her parents, King Felipe and Queen Letizia, watched with pride. Felipe, himself a product of military training, understood the weight of what his daughter had just done. Letizia, ever protective, saw in her eldest child the spark of independence she had carefully nurtured. And Sophia, the younger sister, cheered quietly, knowing that her sister's courage would shape their shared future. The boldness was not just in the words, but in the symbolism. Leonor stood not only as heir, but as a bridge between Spain's past and its future. She invoked unity, responsibility, and service. But she did so with a modern voice, one that resonated with Spain's younger generations. This was not a princess hiding behind tradition. This was a leader stepping into the light. And Spain reacted. Some critics argued she was too young to speak so boldly. Others claimed it was staged, carefully crafted by palace advisors. But ordinary citizens felt something else, pride. For many, it was the first time they saw Leonor not as a child of the monarchy, but as their future queen. The embrace of that vision was emotional, even overwhelming. The impact rippled far beyond Spain. International outlets covered the moment with fascination. Comparisons were drawn to other young royals. Denmark's Princess Isabella, the UK's Prince George, Norway's Princess Ingrid Alexandra. But Leonor's move stood apart. Not because of her age, but because of her audacity. She did not wait for permission to lead. She simply began. This bold step also raises questions. What will her reign look like? How will she balance tradition with modern demands? Can she hold the respect of both military institutions and the younger generation yearning for change? Each question opens a new door, each door leads to another story, and all roads lead back to this day, her boldest move yet. As the ceremony ended, Leonor returned to formation. The applause still echoed. Cameras still flashed. Yet she carried herself with calm certainty. For her, this was not performance. This was duty embraced, responsibility accepted. The moment the future queen became, in the eyes of her nation, a leader. Spain had waited for this. The world had watched for this. And when it came, it was more powerful than anyone imagined. A single step, a single speech, a single act of courage, transforming a princess into a queen in waiting. Princess Leonor's boldest move yet is not just a headline. It is a promise. A promise that Spain's future will not be timid, but fearless. Not hidden, but open. Not uncertain, but strong. And that is why, on this day, Spain did more than applaud. Spain believed.